cold, so fragile.
As I say, the cold was quite poor. Foremost in my mind was like taking it easy with it. I'd got it sort of reasonably beat, but we were drifting in the wind a bit, and Len was obviously filming, and I was like
Shaking like
trying to ease it over the net, and we were drifting, and the slight bit of drag kept holding it back, and I was trying to get it over the cord, and Len suddenly realised the predicament. And he had a little shaky hand came out from under the camera and grabbed the net and helped steady it.
Yeah.
And pulled it over the net, so thanks to Len for that.
Yes.
You know,
Yes. Thanks, Len. Whoa. £60 leather. Whoa. My God. Look at the size of that monster. Shaking like you wouldn't believe. That is massive. That is massive.
Must have been ecstatic when you saw it in the net.
Well, I was, yeah.
Did you hoist it onto the unhooking mat in the boat, or did you?
I can't remember. It's just all a blur, you know.
Yeah. All I can remember, I was laying there, so I was still sort of sucking in the curtains and everything, still sort of a little bit sort of hungover after our sort of party, and I mean, you coming into me and saying, "Lee, I've got the leather," and I just laid there and I thought, "Oh,
oh no,
Christ!"
Yeah.
I was pleased. I was really pleased for you. Like, I just couldn't believe it. I mean,
I couldn't either.
The previous fish was the scarred fish, and this one's a big leather that's not been seen for sort of a couple of years, like, you know.
Yeah, well, you know what was embarrassing for me, as you'll see, I was coming out with all kinds of stuff. I was like a nervous wreck. I'm never normally like that, but I was sort of.
Yes, you are.
Am I?
Yes, you are. Yeah, everyone is.
Yeah,
I mean, it's part of carp fish. I mean, I've been carp fishing. We've been carp fishing for years, but the day that sort of like that
finishes.
Sort of. That adrenaline rush, and you had a little talking a load of old rubbish for a little while.
I was coming out with a bit of French, actually.
Was really?
Yeah, and you'll probably see this.
Yes.
Special, that was special. Well, believe that. Thought my heart was going to explode then. Big fish in my time, but that's a bit special, that. All planned, of course. Yeah. I can hardly think. Saying out like that. Just when you see the bait hanging out of the mouth, like, you know, you're thinking it's going to fall off, and you know it's possibly a 60-pounder. It's unbelievable. Well, that is a bizarre little sequence of events. When you looks in, isn't it? It's a lovely day as well, so that's rabbiting on like a maniac. It's like adrenaline and euphoria sort of kicks in. It's bizarre. It's special though, that. Especially having Lennon with me, filming it. I can't believe it. Jesus. So.
I must have been coming out with some fairly outrageous stuff.
Yeah, it's quite normal though, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose so. As you'll say, I'm only human, you know.
That's right, yeah. It's a big carp, you know.
Yeah.
You got you ashore and they sort of come along to me and...
Well, I was in a bit of a daze, really.
Yeah,
got it out on the bank, and...
at that point, you must have known it was a big leather.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I thought. Oh.
Did Luke see it? At that point,
got Luke out, and Luke was thrilled to bits.
Yeah.
I know he wants to catch it himself, but he was thrilled to bits to see it, you know.
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe it. Anyway, we got it on the scales and checked it, and it was 56.1.
Crikey.
And
2 days ago, Frank, 2 days ago, you were only saying that you'd dearly love to catch a 50-pound plus, personal best European carp.
That's right, yeah. And, well, I'd had a couple at 4.5, yeah, and then 2 50s, big 50s as well, in an 8-hour spell. And well,
and to me, the leather.
bizarre,
I mean, to me, that leather looked bigger than the scarred fish.
it was ginormous.
I mean, the front end of that fish is immense, absolutely immense. Like it's all wide, and you know.
Oh, it was one of them once in a lifetime occurrences, you know. I mean, you of all people know that when the Collingwood.
Well, when you asked me with the scarfish, you said, "Is that as does that look as impressive or as big as the Collingwood fish?" I said no, but that leather did. The leather did. You know, I looked at the front end of it, and it was
that was
actually
it was
huge,
ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
I mean, everyone will see it again because it's there, and we've filmed it and that. So
Top result, eh?
Yeah, it's just fantastic.
You went all silly then, didn't you? Yeah, you just sort of didn't.
Yeah, it's not like me normally. I'm quite reserved.
You went all a little bit sort of guilty on me, like because you caught them, but you know.
Well, you're such a good mate, Leo. I'm not. And on that, I can say this. I wanted you to. I'd like you to have had that, and I mean that. And but it's just one of things when you look in, you look in, isn't it? You know. So there we go. But nice company, mate, and I couldn't wish you better.
That's right. But I enjoyed myself. I went round, as you know, I went round there stalking again.
Yeah.
And I didn't actually catch anything, but I come very close, really close. I've been baiting a sort of couple of spots around there, and with 2 spots. Same spot I caught that 33-pounder. And another spot like before you get there. Yeah. And every time I've been going around, I've been putting the bait in, I've been clearing it up. And, every time I go back round there, it's gone. It's all.
I know.
Every single boil has been eaten, but you're not seeing the buggers eat it, like you know.
They're just sneaking in.
But then, I fished under the tree a little bit. Where I had the 33 for a while. I see a couple of fish come in, but just sort of sided off. Then I went back to the other spot, and. I was mad. It actually mad. I threw a few boilies in, using the old float and everything, you know. And this fish sort of come in, but he was to me left, like, and he was feeding like mad. I don't know what he was feeding on because I didn't put anything down there. And I thought, I'll wait till he's moved off, and I'll put my old bait down there. So I put my bait down there, and it was like a game of cat and mouse. I put my bait down there.
He's feeding
like, a few sort of free off, bit a few in half, and threw them in and everything, so they sort of go down nice and slow. And I look back to the original spot, and there he is, troughing all the original ones. So then again, I had to wait until he moved off. Yeah. And I put my bait down there, but because I've been sort of fishing around in the corner lake earlier, I had a pop up on because there was a lot of weed on the bottom.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, and I had a sort of pop up, and anyway, he come in again. It was good fish, upper 30, maybe a 40-pounder. He sort of come right in on it, and I could see him, but he was feeding so sort of tight to the bottom, and my pop-up just got ignored,
Yeah, spooked.
I was really gutted,
It wasn't spooked, he's just left it alone.
Yeah, that's right, but that was about the strength of it on day 2 for me, but it's always day 3.
Yeah, well, that's to look forward to, mate, you know.
Yeah. Well, that weren't all, was it, Frank? I mean, just as I got back round here after doing a little bit of stalking, sat down for about a couple of minutes, and off one of yours went again.
Well, I thought that was it for the day. It's been a bit slower in the afternoon and that, and fishing central part of the lake, and one rode off again. Couldn't believe it, really. Quite a battle with this one. Yeah. Proper long battle.
Yeah, that's why I was here. Yeah, I was there.
Well, you think, you've caught 2 whackers. Yeah. You can enjoy the next one.
I can remember saying to you, Frank, what's this one going to be? 50 what?
I know. I thought, it was going a bit quick.
The very difficult thing is, though, when you're in a boat, I mean, I've not got very much experience of sort of playing fish from boats, but when you're in a boat, it's very difficult. You're putting pressure on the fish, like the boat's moving, and you get a real sort of, it's real difficult to sort of know exactly what you got in the end, like,
Well, it is strange because usually you're motoring out to get to the fish because of the weed beds and things, and you can hardly keep up with the speed of the boat, and so you lose that constant pressure on the fish if you're not careful. I mean, I've fished a lot from boats, and I'm more familiar with it, I suppose, so I know to wind really quick to keep in contact. And but it was going quite quick, the fish, and I thought, I don't think it's as big as the others. Yeah. I mean, it couldn't really be, could it? And it was a lively fish, wasn't it? It was